Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to episode 39 of CCO Complete Client Overview. Today we are reviewing a Minecraft client known as Vape Lite. Before we get into the video, I'd like to shout out my members. If you would like to get your skin and name in my next video, be sure to join now for as little as $0.6 a month. For those of you that don't know, Vape is a ghost or closet client made for Minecraft 1.8.9 with support for versions up to Minecraft 1.16.5. Ghost clients are Minecraft hacks that have been adjusted to be stealthy so that anybody watching your screen won't be able to tell if you're hacking, with the exception of ESP and other render mods, which are obviously still visible when toggled. Unlike regular clients, these ghost clients are injected after the game has been started and can be controlled externally outside of the Minecraft instance. Vape Lite claims to have undetectable ghost modules, it claims to be screen share proof, they also say that the client is perfect for practice and PvP minigame servers, and that the client supports Minecraft versions 1.7.10 through to 1.16.5. There are actually two different versions of the Vape client, Vape v4 and Vape Lite. Today's video is based on the Lite version. Unfortunately, Vape is not a free client. It is actually the most expensive client that I've ever purchased. You can either pay $9.99 a month for access to Vape Lite or a one-time payment of $49.99 for lifetime access. Once you have created an account and paid for access, a download button appears on the website. This button takes you to a page where you can download either Vape v4 or Vape Lite, depending on what you purchased. Once you click on download, an exe file starts downloading with a randomly generated name. At first I thought this was really weird, but I soon realized that there is actually some reason behind it. Vape's whole claim to fame is being a ghost client, and if there was just a Vape jar file or a Vape exe file, it would be easy for anyone looking to see that you're using the Vape client. But by giving it a random name, it is not as noticeable for anyone watching. Once the exe file has downloaded, you need to launch an instance of Minecraft with Forge. I launched an instance of Minecraft 1.12.2 with Forge. Once your game is running, double-click the exe file from the Vape website. This will ask you to log in with your Vape account credentials, and then it will inject the client into your game. You are now using the Vape client. I have to admit that the Vape client's website is very professional. In fact, I'd argue that it is the cleanest and most professional website of any client that I've ever reviewed. The user dashboard is also really nice, and I like that cancelling your Vape subscription is very easy for those of you who purchase the client with the monthly subscription. There's also a nice changelog page for client updates, and on the homepage they claim that the client receives a lot of updates, and while this may have been true in the past, recently it looks like development has slowed down, with the last update being well over a year ago. Just a quick warning here, I do not normally hack on Minecraft 1.8.9 or on minigame servers, so I am not too familiar with what modules are helpful and so on, but the client claims to support Minecraft 1.12.2, and that is the version that I play on the most, so that is the version that I've been testing the client on. Name tags. This module displays information above an entity's head. This is most useful for seeing another player's name, health, and what gear they are wearing. ESP. This module can be used to highlight invisible entities, players, mobs, and animals through blocks. Search. This module can be used to highlight any blocks within a certain range of you. I like the feature for adding blocks to the search module, it works really well. Scaffold. This module builds a bridge under your feet by speed bridging. The module has a few settings to make it seem more legitimate. Traces. This module draws a line to players that are within your render distance so that you always know where they are. Chest Stealer. This module lets you steal everything out of a chest faster than other players can. This is helpful for survival minigames. Before we take a look at some of the offered PvP modules, I'd like to take a quick break from the video and ask you all to like or dislike the video so that I know if you're enjoying my content. Oh, and if you have a Discord account, you should join my Discord server. Links are down below. Thanks for all of the support. Auto-clicker. This module lets you set a custom range of clicks per second, and it will randomly click between that range while you hold down the left click button. It also has a few settings to make it seem more legit. Aim Assist. This module moves your cursor towards players to make it easier to hit them. The module again has a few settings to make it seem more legitimate. Velocity. This module lets you set how much knockback you take and in what direction, instead of taking no knockback, which would be too obvious. Throw Potion. This module automatically throws pots of regen at your feet when your health is low. This is extremely helpful for pot PvP minigames. W-Tap. This module re-toggles sprint every time you hit a player to ensure that you're always sprinting when you hit another player. Unlike all of the other clients I have reviewed, the Vape client's GUI exists outside of Minecraft. The GUI is very clean and easy to use. There are also a few nice GUI settings. You can change the color of the theme or the order of modules, which is a nice option to have. You can also set a keybind to uninject Vape from your game and completely close the client without closing your game, which can be helpful if someone is looking to see if you are hacking. You can also set a keybind to hide the external GUI, which again might be helpful if a staff member or someone else wants you to screen share. There's also an option to set a keybind to open the GUI in-game, as well as a macro page in the GUI where users can create their own custom macros. Vape also offers its users a profiles page where you can create your own private profiles for different servers. Here you can also post your profiles for others to use, and there's actually a huge range of profiles that you can download for different servers that have been shared by other Vape users. This is probably one of the best things about the Vape client in my opinion. I contacted the owners of the Vape client through their contact form and I received a response rather quickly, so I can say that their support is pretty good. Vape does not have a Discord server, but the client does have an official form on their website dedicated to the client and configs. Here you can find answers to commonly asked questions. You can also find more client profiles for different servers, which again is a nice thing to have access to as a Vape user. Vape seems like a decent client for the earlier versions of Minecraft and more specifically for minigame servers like Hypixel. The only negative thing I can say about the Vape client is that the client lacks a lot of modules. There are plenty of other clients made for minigame servers that cost a quarter of the price and offer 3 times as many modules. With that said, maybe having less modules means that the devs could spend more time making each module undetectable, which I suppose could be a good thing. But regardless, in my opinion, paying $50 for 18 modules is crazy. This may have been more worth it back in the day when the client updated on a regular basis, but that is not the case these days. Vape has not updated in over a year, and as far as I could tell, there is no promise of an update anytime soon. So for now, I do not think Vape is worth $50. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful and or entertaining. If you are still watching, please consider leaving a like and maybe even consider subscribing for more content like this in the future. It has been your boy KiLAB. Peace in the Middle East.